if someone's looking at a highlight reel of Spike Dudley and you're getting chokeslammed out of the ring by the Undertaker or Brock
I had
Lesnar,
to convince him to do that. Just
you
so
had to convince him to do that.
For the record, he did not want to do that in any way, shape, or form.
Wow.
Not at all. He was like, Spike, that's crazy. And I was like, Take, come on. Like, one, it's a hardcore match. And I was relatively new. You know, that was probably within my first 6 months in WWF or WWE. And I said, look, I can take it. I said, you know, just putting me through the garbage can, you do that to everybody. I said, you got Spike. Like, I can take stuff that nobody else can. Let's do something different. Just choke slam me to the floor. He's like, no, it's stupid. And I went, no, dude, do it. It's okay. And yeah, to be honest, Taker is a totally cool guy. Tons of respect for him. He when I kind of had to twist his arm a little bit, but then we practiced it a little. He pulled out a crash pad beforehand and said, okay, let me just make sure I can control you. We did it a couple of times. And I'll be honest, it knocked the wind out of me. That was the only thing that it did. You know, and you know that gut feeling. When aside from that, it was nothing. You know, it was fine. The things that hurt are the little things that nobody knows or catches. What
about this now infamous spot with La Resistance, which should have been pretty typical of you going through a table on the outside?
They were young and goofy and you know, it's funny. I'd done the exact same spot with Jericho and Christian about 2-3 months before. And it was the easiest thing in the world. But they knew to lift me up. And I want to dog them. They're nice guys, you know, just they're great. I said, okay, I'm not going to stick my legs straight up.
Yeah.
Because that would look really, really fake. So it's on you two 250-pound muscle-bound guys to pick up 140-pound me and just make sure that I'm cleared of the ropes.
Yeah.
And whatever, they got caught in the moment and they you know, they didn't lift me high enough and my legs caught the top rope, so it whipped me down. And I'll be honest, I didn't feel it. That was nothing. I mean, it was the most devastating looking thing. I should be dead. I should have broken my neck. No big deal. It was nothing. But that was them. That was their being inexperienced and probably, you know, it's one thing to give somebody a spot, but then to go work a match and then say, okay, here's this heavy duty spot at the end of the match. The adrenaline's growing, you know, and there's no big. I said, I never felt bad because one, it didn't hurt me, and two, they got their asses handed to them because of it after. So, but I mean, you know, stuff happens. Stuff happens.
For you to say that's nothing. I don't know if you're human. That's incredible.
Well, I mean, I couldn't do it today, but at the time, you know, I hit the floor. You know what? It sounds crazy, but the head, when my head clipped it, that broke my fall enough where it was just like a 3-foot fall to the drop, and it was nothing. I mean, you know, you sell it, but I could have got up and wrestled 2 matches later. I mean, it was really, that was not a big thing, even though it's, you know, in this craziest thing, Spike gets destroyed. It's like, nah, I could have got up and, you know, kept going, but that's the business.
Hey, it's Chris, and thank you so much for checking out this video on my brand new YouTube channel, CVV Clips, which, as the name suggests, we're gonna post clips from some of my favorite interviews. Don't worry, the main channel isn't going anywhere, but if you subscribe to that one, make sure you subscribe here as well. Also, check out these videos down here that YouTube thinks you might like.